This week's episode of Here For It Podcast is brought to you by the brand new voice. Y'all know Whitney died a couple years ago, and we've been searching and searching high and low for a new voice.
I thought they crowned Jennifer Hudson when she performed at the Grammys.
Nope, apparently not. Okay. The new voice apparently is Latasha Scott. She has declared herself the new voice. She is the voice. I know Brandy is going to be really crushed by this news, but apparently Latasha Scott is the new voice, and we all going to have to get with it.
That Escape show is so interesting to me because Candy keeps presenting, she's the antagonist, but then she's also crying in the parking lot saying, I'm tired of y'all just acting like I'm the one just holding everything back. But sis, you also the one that said you want to do one or two dates because you don't really trust these girls. You also said, how did they put my name on the company? Girl, you text me your mailing address and I put it on the company. Now you're out here in the parking lot crying because your name is on it. I'm confused. And Tiny was like, are you in it or are you not? Are you in it or are you not? Got Tiny already out here. T.I. cheating on her with a
everybody.
Child.
So this week's episode of Fear for Podcast is brought to you by all of that. I am the Superman, TheeSupaman, a.k.a. the Climber of Backs, b.k.a. I'm Thor's black brother.
My name is Ronald Matters. Follow me on the internet at Ronald Matters. And of course, RonaldMatters.com. The website has been acting up. My web designer messaged me. It's like, bro, the website's acting up. And I was like, bro, I just gave GoDaddy some more money, so what do you want from me? He was like, well, give him some more. I need to press some buttons back here. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm dealing with that.
Well, at least you didn't hop in no beefs. So
owning your own name on the internet is expensive, okay? I just want to say that. So all y'all girls who think y'all want to, I want to own my name and I want to, call GoDaddy, ask them what the rates is.
This is your week's colorful commentary in mental health, mental hygiene, social issues, pop culture, and everything in between. This is the show for us, by us, and this week's icebreaker is straight women are still in a lot of gay lingo. As if you watch anything on Bravo, if you know any black women in metropolitan areas.
Atlanta Housewives was so draining.
Black women are still in a lot of gay lingo. And the icebreaker this week is name some words that you would not want to hear guys pick up. So now we know women know our lingo. Now I've heard straight
we
guys,
don't want straight men.
Yeah, we don't want straight men to also join the ranks of the team.
I don't want to hear straight men call me sis. I feel like this just reserved for bottoms. And possibly
they already know shade and come for you. I've heard that recently on radio shows, and I'm like, how do you know shade and come for you? That sounds so strange. It's strange coming out of a straight man's mouth.
A strange man. He's heterosexual.
Well, he's strange. He's strange to me.
I don't know.
But that sounds so strange coming out of a straight man's mouth. Yeah. So I wouldn't want to hear yes or honey. I feel like
I guess words that are generally used for bottoms.
Don't do me.
Yeah, like,
can you imagine a straight man saying "Don't do me"?
Like, girl, we still
nobody's trying to do you. That's the whole point of being straight.
That was funny. I don't know. I just feel like it's very clean cut. Anyone that's used for femme or bottoms. So just
so any femme words or any bottom words, lingo,
any phrases.
Straight men stay the fuck away from it. I know it's cool and cute to say "come for you" and shade to sound cute to the younger generation, but leave the rest of the gay lingo alone. Do not become a black woman.
Yeah, especially if you over 35. It just becomes weird.
So what was Sheree's confessional wig giving you? What was the first thing that came to your mind?
So is this a test run or is this gonna be the real shoot? I was just like, maybe they were testing this wig. They wouldn't really record it for real. But then she sat there and she smiled and looked at the camera and started talking words, and I was like, oh no, they're gonna keep this one.
All of the words. She had things to say, like things she choreographed to say. She choreographed everything except the wig that she put on. The wig was mop to me. It was very mop. It was very spaghetti. It was very
angel hair tease.
Ragdoll.
Not tortellini.
Ragdoll. Mm-hmm. It was like she was trying to stand up Nene Leakes for having the worst wigs on all Real Housewives of Atlanta.
And that's a crown Nene still can have.
Proudly. after that bold blonde cut, and then after that Bride of Frankenstein cut.
And after that other one and that other one.
Yeah, there's like 5. So you got like 10 more wigs that you got to come up with, Sheree, if you want to compete with Nene for the award of bad wigs. But this was a great start. So continue on that stretch if that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, and we need your storyline to pick up because right now you still the bone carrier, a bone collector, whatever you call yourself. And I'm tired of bones. I'm not a dog person. So.
Speaking of dogs, every dog has his day, and apparently Lil' Kim had a couple days within the last week or so. Beyonce was paying homage, apparently, allegedly, paying homage to Lil' Kim for Halloween and wearing all these old Lil' Kim outfits and things of that nature, and got Lil' Kim fans excited that maybe Beyonce is calling Lil' Kim the queen of rap or the queen bee or any of that. And to me, I just thought Beyonce likes costumes. She likes characters. She knows Halloween is, it's a scary season, so she wanted to dress up as someone scary.
Wow.
So she did Lil' Kim, and I'm proud of her for that.
So I was listening to another podcast, and they were like, where did Beyonce go in all these outfits? And the other person said, nowhere. Didn't you see they all had the same background?
Okay,
she was
the garage.
She was at the house trying them on. She only went out in one of them. And you really had to know the Missy Elliott video that she wore the outfit in because she didn't really wear any Crush on You or any other iconic looks that we would know. So, chill. So she still got away with it. But then just like, well, these are the ones I tried on at the house, girl. So.
And we put them right back in the closet afterwards. I was not going to be seen in public.
And I waited till November 3rd to post it because November 1st came around, November 2nd. I was like, what y'all? Those wigs were kind of expensive, so just going to post them because y'all done already chopped them up. So.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
So also this month, we're in November now. November is No Shave November. Yeah. And so I am actively participating right now. So if you...
I've said like 5 times today that you should not have skipped your appointment, but...
I have actively been participating in No Shave November.
Okay.
I don't know if people really know what No Shave November is outside of checking their favorites.
It's fun. It's a hashtag on Insta.
Yeah, they faves Instagram to see he finally tried to grow a beard.
My
and
boyfriend doing it.
It's a little patchy, and he's still trying to get it to come in. By the end of the month, he's still going to be bald.
Babe, you can get that spray.
No Shave November is a web-based nonprofit organization devoted to growing cancer awareness and raising funds to support cancer prevention. Most notably to testicular cancer and other cancers that affect men. And that is the whole purpose behind it. Is so some of these guys that are affected by cancer go through a lot of radiation, a lot of chemo treatment, and can't grow hair. And so this is to celebrate you being able to grow hair and being free and healthy enough to do it. So celebrate No Shave November with me. If you would like to support us in shaving.
Look at this tumor in the testicle. Wow. Oh, that's a big tumor.
That's why it's important to do your screenings. There's plenty of guys to do your own screenings at home for testicular cancer. Mm-hmm. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, make sure you go to your doctor to do it. You don't even have to go to a urologist. You go to any regular doctor to do a cancer screening. No Shave November. Oh, and so if you're supporting No Shave November with us, make sure you send us a picture of you unshaven. We want to see pictures of you, and we will highlight the best picture on our Instagram.
All right, now, come on, today's task.
Absolutely. So, in today's task, if you are participating in No Shave November, you have hair on your face. I don't want to see hair on your booty or hair on your dick.
Wow.
Show us your picture, and we will highlight you on the Instagram. Amazon key. Have you seen the Amazon key yet?
This is some rich white. They said you need $180 to install the system on your door. And you need to be an Amazon Prime member, which is an additional $100 a year. So you got to be $280 deep, plus taxes and things.
So if you guys don't know what Amazon Key is, it's
some rich white people mess.
It's some equipment that came out. Well, not really equipment. It's a service that came out about a week and a half ago. And it caught my attention because... there were black people buying it, and I was like, "What? Where do y'all live at?" So Amazon Key is where you get your Amazon packages delivered, and Amazon has a copy of your key to let the delivery person into your home so they can drop your package off in your home instead of outside your home in case you're not home or if you're at work and all those things.
Or if you scared that the black girl next door gonna steal it. Which is what these rich white people are basically saying.
All of that. It is a new service, and I would like to make sure that we take a moment to thank the Caucasian that created it, because we do a lot of dragging of Caucasians on this show. There could not have been someone of color that created this. I know none of us had this thought in our mind to give the delivery man a key to get in our home. So whatever Caucasian person that invented this, thank you. It was cute and funny to me, because I'm never going to do that shit.
Because my coworkers immediately went into, well, what if he delivering your stuff now, but he scoping your house out, and then when he ain't working for Amazon Key, he come back to your house and get that vase he saw, or get that ring that he know you leaves on the table when you go to work, or goes to get your damn almond milk, because this shit ain't cheap either.
And then you really can't track which delivery man it is, because it's multiple delivery men, and Amazon is responsible for the key, not the delivery man. But anyway, thank you, Caucasian people that invented that. We appreciate it.
Y'all are so smart. So smart.
I know a lot of people are currently sending up prayers and condolences to
thoughts and prayers
to the shooting victims in Sutherland, Texas, with the massacre in Sutherland, Texas, in the church that killed 26 people. I, as I've said on the show before, am not for the prayers and condolences being sent up if there's
thoughts and prayers,
if there's not going to be any action behind it. But if we are going to be sending up prayers and thoughts, I'd like
you refuse to say it right, but that's fine.
Prayers and thoughts
and prayers
and condolences.
You got to think about it first, and then you pray about it.
That's how you know I don't do this shit.
That's right. The only thing that they do right, because they do everything except for sign this legislation. And Trump came right back out and was like, now is not the time. I mean, we can talk about it, but I mean, like, now is not the time.
But we to be determined.
And then he blamed it on mental illness, but when you just put your health care bill together all 17 times, it proposed cuts to mental health.
Indeed. So while we're sending up thoughts, prayers, and condolences to them and that cause, let's also not forget Trap Boy.
Shout out.
If you... Oh, y'all know who Trap Boy is. I'm not even gonna play y'all. You know Trap Boy, the light skinned one with the fat booty from all the Breed Raw videos. Trap Boy, a couple years back, denounced porn as he retired. He denounced raw sex. He denounced having sex with other people.
Is this a hot topic? What is this?
It's hot.
His twat hot.
His twat is hot, and that's why this is a hot topic. So he denounced all this gay porn, all this bareback porn, having sex with anybody with STDs, and he was going to live his life right for the Lord. He was delivered all of a sudden. And now, as of last week, he has opened up back to getting on porn. He has an OnlyFans page where he is openly having bareback porn throughout the city of Atlanta and asking you guys for $5 to sponsor him.
$5?
Yes.
Wow.
So if you would like to see Trap Boy's new porn with his old booty, you can go to OnlyFans and find Trap Boy. But I'm sending my thoughts, prayers, and condolences to him because
Remy Mars.
Jeez.
Y'all know Remy Mars is just the one. Remy Mars OnlyFans. Let me see if Remy Mars got one. I have to support Remy Mars if he got one.
Okay.
XXL Raw Pipes OnlyFans. Wow.
So did you find what you were looking for?
I found something else. I'll look for Remy Mars later. But wow.
So this week in sexual health, Lord.
And it's they have verified profiles on OnlyFans.
We know who they are.
These pipes are XXL. Okay,
we've seen them. We've touched them. It's verified. This week in sexual health, I want to address something that I've addressed in at least one or two previous YouTube videos.
Ain't you tired of licking these envelopes?
Not yet.
All right now.
The craze of coming out of your booty is not real.
Oh my God. Girl, he had made me come so much. I was like, sir, I'm going to need like 10 minutes because you was just wearing me out. I don't even know if I can come no more. Oh, girl, I miss him. He just made me come out my ass. Like, nobody else can make me do this. He the only one. He the only one.
Is this the script that they teach y'all in school?
No, I told you 1,000 times I won Best Actor. So you just tell me what the scene is, and I could just, woo. I don't even need the charade wig. I can do it a cappella.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. You can do the Sinead O'Connor.
Wow.
Okay.
Not the 50 Cent party wig.
Yes, indeed. Anyway, so the craze.
I'm craving it.
The craze about talking about coming out of your ass is absolutely false. If you are still talking about coming out of your ass in 2017, you are wrong. You're lost. You lost, child. You are lost.
Girl, you must got T-Mobile. Your Maps app ain't updated.
I don't care what people in porn tell you. There is no way that you can have a full orgasm out of your ass. Your prostate can be massaged. Your prostate can be stroked. It can be stimulated. Mm-hmm. And an orgasm can come out of your penis. Mm-hmm. But you will never, ever have an orgasm out of your ass. If there is...
Trap Boy said it, though.
He did. And that's why I'm addressing that as well.
Ooh.
If there is white, creamy substances coming from your ass and it is also feeling great at the same time, that is only mucus. It is trying to protect the anal canal. It is trying to keep things from infecting the anal canal, and all of those things are happening. That is a natural biological reaction. You are not having an orgasm. So to those gentlemen out there that are proud of that, that's cute. It's a great accomplishment. It's cute. It's great in videos. But it is not an orgasm. And I'm not going to tell you that no more. So touch your neighbor.
Don't touch me, gay.
Tell somebody in the back, you cannot come out of your ass. Can you come out of your ass? No, you cannot come out of your ass.
I can't hear y'all. I know I got a few of you in the back that's feeling my word. That sounded like a sermon. It just sounded like...
It was.
Oh, okay.
I'm stepping off the pulpit.
Shout out to Justin Smith, who is an LGBTQ therapist in Houston, Texas, who recommended our show as a resource while he was being interviewed on Pride Connections podcast.
Thanks.
He was being interviewed for his work as a professional development person who trains people who work in mental health. I was like, oh, the mental health people are recommending us now. Oh, wow. You know, usually we just win awards at all those places, but, you know, to get recognized by people in the streets doing the work, that's what matters most. Absolutely. So shout out to Justin Smith. I will leave a link to his Pride Connections episode so you guys can hear all the great things he said about us, because I know y'all want to hear it directly from his mouth, so y'all know I'm not just making up accolades like Nene Leaks would say.
Where are your accolades?
So check that link out down below. And this week in social studies, Martell, you gotta listen. Get out, quit responding to your Jack messages. An update.
You know I only do Grindr nowadays because Jack, the new update is just not for me.
That update be take you through it for a month. So what men say versus what they mean. And I so meant to put this in the last social studies segment.
This sounds like something that Jan Levin Zed talked about.
When trade puts, quote unquote, get it out here, the change. When Trey puts God-fearing man in his Instagram bio, that is him saying, gay men, please stay off my profile. Y'all can like my pictures because, you know, I'm trying to get sponsored by these girls with the protein powders and things. Don't leave me no comments. I am a God-fearing man. Thanks. And I just think that when you say that, it really means, like, look at my pictures, like all of them. Yes, there's going to be some thirst traps in here for you as well. I can't put 4 ladies only because, you know.
Well, we talked about that in a previous episode, that dog whistle of 4 ladies only means men don't look at my stuff, don't like my stuff, don't comment, but you just put this out there on the whole public ass internet where there's half men and there's half women.
Yeah,
and if you are so sensitive where men can't talk to you, then you should not put it in the public.
And there are more men on this earth than women, so it's more likely going to be seen by a man anyway. So this week in social studies for real. The American Psychological Association every year sponsors their Stress in America report, and they definitely talk about managing your stress at work. The number one, well, there's 4 things I want to talk about, so listen carefully. The number one thing you can do is track your stressors. Write them down like, oh, this girl always show up to work with them damn pumps on and they not cute, and how can I solve this? Like, girl, wear them red shoes that you used to wear. like, oh
What
my
if your
God.
trigger is your coworker's voice? You gotta hear them bitches talk at some point.
Like, all these cubicles. Like, ma'am, I can hear you over here in my cubicle. Can you tone it down a little bit? But anyway, the number one thing is track your stressors and write down possible solutions to how you can solve them. That's number one. So that way you can present your boss a plan, or you can present your coworker a plan. Hey girl, I found out a way that you can quit thinking up the damn break room. I'm cooking.
Microwaving fish in here.
It's a microwave on the second floor. You can go up there, and it's quiet, and you can eat your lunch up there and talk to your friend on the phone. So that way, the whole office down here on the first floor don't have to hear you. How about that?
Girls, pussy bees thinking they catfish.
And then you can tell everything that you really want to tell, and not be trying to fake mask it, because we all can hear that you really just swallowed last night. It's cool.
Yikes.
The number two thing you can do is develop healthy responses to your stressors. And a tidbit in this was things that don't include fast food or alcohol. And I was like, well,
Tell me out.
child,
Log out.
I'm
Call me back.
going to take a sick day, because I'm finna go drink on my sick day. How about that? So they
I was with them up until this part. Do they have a good number 3? Because number 2 lost me.
Number 3 is establish boundaries with work. Don't
Easy.
why is the American Psychological Association have to tell you this? You work hard all day so you can afford to sit down at a table and have dinner. Don't be doing your work during dinner. And definitely don't be taking your work to bed with you. Don't be doing it anytime before you're about to go to bed. Don't check your emails. Put them papers down. You can grade them later. All of that, chap. You need to establish boundaries with work.
Yeah, if you're not the president of the United States, Lord, because we know he ain't doing it right now. You're supposed to work to live, not live to work. So working should sustain your lifestyle and sustain all the other things that you do outside of work, and not the other way around. So you do work those 8, 9, 10 hours so that the rest of the day is a payoff from what you actually did.
Amen. And the last thing I have is take time to recharge. A day or two can revitalize you and give you purpose. You can find your purpose again. And you can be excited about work. Sometimes taking a mental health day, shout out to the organizations that understand that. Bro, I'm not gonna make it. I just need a mental health day. These kids acting up.
Donald Trump just got elected president.
The Virginia governor race did not turn out the way I intended, and I'm just gonna need a break. Sorry about it. And so shout out to all the companies that understand that, but even if you have
Or
to,
when Beyonce released an album.
finagle your way into a mental health day if you need one, because you deserve it. You've done enough work, and you can take a day or two off to revitalize your purpose for work.
Yeah, that one day that you took off can refocus you to be productive the next day that you come back. Because imagine that day that you didn't take off, you actually went in and you weren't as productive because all you was thinking about the whole time was getting back home to a glass. Oh shit, that was my story.
I was gonna say you need to develop healthy responses.
Fuck that rule.
Sir.
I adhere to 3 of those. 3. That's still a passing grade.
I know, right? 3 out of 4.
That's still a passing grade.
How about that?
Well, another aspect of social studies that we want to cover.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Can I have my segment?
Nope.
Oh cool.
Is ownership. Owning your partner / owning his dick or ass.
Wow. That sounds like sexual health. That does sound like social studies.
That's not sexual health.
Because that's not a social thing I need to do.
It is social.
I need to do that in my private party.
No. So people publicly try to own their partner, own their boyfriend, own their girlfriend, and tell them what they can and can't do. This is my dick and this is my pussy, and all of those different things of, hey, I don't want you out at night, or I don't want you to wear that outfit, or I don't want you to go over here, or I don't want you to go over there. This makes me uncomfortable.
Well, get my coins fixed. Then I can wear the shoes that you like. Okay.
So, the social study spotlight that I want to shed on that thought pattern is you don't own shit but yourself.
You don't.
That's the only thing that you own. Even physical things, cars, homes, yachts.
They're all financed.
Shout out to any of y'all that got yachts. If y'all have yachts, make sure y'all hit
Here
us up.
for a podcast is looking for a place to host our first year anniversary.
But all this physical shit, you don't own it. The only thing that you own is yourself. You do not own your partner. You do not own your boyfriend. You do not own your girlfriend. They do not own you. They are leasing you. You are being leased and rented.
Oh wow.
And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You to be
we
leased.
all are get used.
Yeah.
We just decide
Who we allow to use us.
Yep, that's right.
And so, just like when you rent or lease something, sometimes they'll decline your shit because you ain't got no 750 credit score. You can't lease or rent nothing over here.
Oops.
So, just
why
with
would
that,
I hop in a beef? Hey, but I could just hop in a Porsche. Shout out to Cardi B's credit score. She hopping in Porsches.
Hopefully. So, when you sign a lease or when you're renting something, you have to come to a mutual agreement that, hey, I'm going to let you rent or lease this in return for this. And the same with relationships and friendships and partnerships and things like that. You don't own those people. You don't own that dick. You do not own that ass. Yes, you might have done something special to it. You might have tattooed your name on it. Or
you might have made the mucus come out the asshole.
You might have did all of those wonderful things. But that is still temporary. And they are not yours.
Uh-oh. It's the Lord's.
So stop putting these rules on people that you do not own.
So today it rained in DC. It was 40-something degrees. We both sound like we're going through it. This weekend it's going to be 40 degrees in the daytime, 29 degrees at night, and I'm still out here single. So if anybody knows any tops in DC, follow me on Insta. Ciao.
Wow.
I'm not asking for a friend. I'm asking for me.
Well, while he's asking for him, I'm asking for the podcast. If you guys are not following us on Patreon, please do so now.
Yeah.
This podcast is not free. We really crucially need your support. If you have been enjoying all 35 of these episodes, you are a subscriber, a lover, a sharer, make sure you go to Here For It Pod's Patreon and donate. Just $1 is all I need. Just $1. You can do $1. You do it on shots every other day. Give me $1. Thank you very much.
You know, I was somewhere and the person made a bad drink and it was like a Long Island. And I was like, damn, this was $8. I could have used this $8 on something else. But anyway, that was like Wednesday. No, that wasn't Wednesday. That was Thursday.
Indeed.
Anyway,
So when you find yourself making poor money decisions like Ronald Matters, go to Patreon and look for Here For It Podcast and make a great decision. Invest in your future, listenership of this podcast.
These mannerisms you're getting.
You want. I'm giving to Barack Obama, and they can't see it. But if you go to Patreon, you might be able to see some other stuff.
Yes, there's videos, audios, and
there's exclusive content that only our Patreon members get to see. So go to patreon.com, look for Here For It Podcast, get your life, give us $1, and let's move on.
I was gonna say it's time for listener questions, but I don't have any this week. So don't forget to send us your listener questions to hereforitpod@gmail.com or to any inbox where you can find us on social media. Because sometimes y'all send them to Martell at the Superman. Sometimes y'all send them to me. Sometimes y'all send them to the Instagram. But we definitely want to answer you guys' questions, and we appreciate your input. So,
well, since none of the listeners had a question this past week, I have a question.
Is God good? Amen.
All the time.
I thought you wasn't a Christian no more.
I still know the script.
Okay.
You know it's a script. Anyway, what's the purpose of oral sex to you?
So, oh my God. So you about to get a testimony out of me. Yeah, I just got a testimony. So I was dating this guy at the time. And I will perform early on in our encounters.
So you was eating his booty?
No, I would perform oral sex on him. And
that is still oral sex.
What's the purpose of oral sex? So I would give him head. He would finish in 5 to 7 minutes. So great, I did my job.
Oh, I know who that is.
No, you don't. And so then I would ask him, because I'm very... I feel like everybody should do this, but you should ask your partner from time to time, how was that? How can I be better? How can I improve?
Go off after action review.
And he'd be like, what are you talking about? It was great. Did you see me nut in 5 minutes? What do you... So, he performed oral sex on me. He was back there in the back door playing. And then He didn't ask. I just told him because I'm that type of girl. I was like, next time make it more wet. And he was like, well, I mean, I like the wetness that I gave it. Why do I need to make it wetter?
Why is this about you and not me now?
The purpose of you eating meat out is to make it wet so you can slide in easier. And he was like, well, I just don't like all that wetness on my face and in my mustache. And I was like, it's not about...
And that's when you knew he was not the nigga for you.
First of all, eating my ass and getting me open so you can slide in is about you. I am thoroughly enjoying it to the utmost things, the utmost of the utmost. But if you can get in there easily and you can dig in it and play and have all the fun that you would like, this is about you. Mm-hmm. So a little bit bend your mustache for 10 minutes. And when you're going to be up in there for, child, however long you can last this time. You
could just hop in the Porsche.
You don't see how this could benefit you? Cool. Well, okay.
Well, the purpose of oral sex is to make actual sex wet and hard.
Oh, so what I just said.
Yes. Well, I said and hard.
Oh, make it hard.
Yes.
Okay.
So the purpose, if you're starting off with oral sex and his dick is flaccid to semi-hard, you're exciting it by sucking it and playing with it and doing all those great things. And
the nerve endings, activating them. And
yes,
stuff.
You're getting the synovial fluids moving.
Come on, synovial. Let me Google this synovial fluids.
So when you get those fluids moving, it's very easy for him to maintain a full erection. Once he maintains a full erection, then he can give you the hardest dick that he's had.
Oh, yeah.
Then he can give you the hardest dick that he's had all day, all week, all of this.
The synovial membrane. It's a okay, I'm going to write this down. I need to figure out how to tickle that.
No. It's fluids. Anyway, you want to get him to his maximum height, width, girth.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do.
Before he actually goes to have actual
maximum
sex with
pleasure.
You. So if he's not as hard as you would typically want him, continue to play with it, continue to suck it, or suck his nipples, or figure out where his spot is that is going to make him the most aroused, and then fuck. And the same with the other way around, like what Ronald Matters was saying about making it wet. You want to have as much lubrication if you are not going to apply.
I'll just tell my story, huh?
Yeah. If you're not going to apply as much external lubrication that you bought somewhere.
Or wear condoms. We were exclusive. We had an exclusive agreement, so we weren't using condoms. So I need him to make it wet so he could get in there.
And if you do have those exclusive agreements, make sure you're still on PrEP, because a lot of times those exclusive agreements...
That is new. It was like 2009. PrEP wasn't out until 2012.
I'm just covering our friends and listeners in 2017. So when you do have those exclusive agreements, and those are great, those are beautiful, still protect yourself, because other niggas don't protect you. So oral sex, the purpose of it, make it hard and or make it wet. If you're not doing those, you're not doing oral sex right. And I told you so.
I don't even know what's next. It sounds like something next.
Absolutely.
This week, okay, I know I have like a lot of fun songs like Britney Spears and Child.
As long as it's not gonna be Sometimes Again.
That is a really good song. Sometimes I run, sometimes I cry. Yeah.
Sometimes I'm scared of you. Sometimes I sleep at night.
Anyway, I know I have a lot of.
About to cry.
No, because I love Britney Jean.
He's about to cry.
I really just saw the video where they were on that beach. What is it called? Like. Anyway, I know I have a lot of fun songs that I play, but Sabrina Claudio. Right, that's how you know it's like Ronald is like serious. Sabrina Claudio has a song called "Belong to You." It's an R&B song.
It's not about ownership. We just talked about that.
Actually, it kind of might be.
Oh fuck! Triggered.
Take care of me, stimulate me. I want you mental and physically. I belong to you. Grab a hold of me. Gentle love, but touch passionately. I'll give you my blessing. Take me personal and objectively. I belong to you.
So what key is she singing this in?
I belong to you. I belong to you. It is so beautiful. To me, the remix is better because there's a male on it. I don't know his name or how to pronounce it, so forgive me. But Sabrina Claudio, I belong to you.
Is she American?
I don't even know. Let me Wikipedia it.
Well, the song sounds very
soul.
good. I think that sometimes you do feel like you want to give ownership of yourself to people.
Oh, right now.
And sometimes people give you the
especially sexually when you want them to get it wet, and he like, but I don't like all that on my face.
Again, he's not the right person.
Oh no!
I don't know who he would be the right person for. Who's having this Republican ass sex of I don't want spit on my beard, bitch? Get out the bed. What do you mean you don't want spit? Anyway,
and then I was seeing them posts of people be like, "We can still smell it on your beard the next day," and I was like, oh, "He won't even allow me to be great."
These are signs that you know that the nigga is not for you.
But Sabrina Claudio, Belong to You is the song for my soul.
Outstanding. This week I want to highlight a sort of breakup song, but it's a breakup / I'm over you and I realized you wasn't shit in the first goddamn place ass song. Mm-hmm. All in one. So if you have not heard Exit Wounds by Luke James, do yourself a favor and tune in to Exit Wounds by Luke James.
That sounds so familiar.
It was off of his 2014 album.
Okay.
It's a productive song about letting go. It's very cathartic. Sometimes you recognize the damage that someone has done to you, but you have to pick up the pieces even after all that damage has been done. So the song, again, obviously Exit Wounds means once you've been shot, the bullets are coming out the other end. Can be kind of graphic. But my favorite line of the song is, "You stole my smile and all I got left is these exit wounds. Well, fuck you."
Yep.
So, yes, this person that came in here and took all your stuff.
Yeah.
But guess what?
Huh?
You can go and buy some new stuff.
Yeah.
Because that old ass man with all your old ass stuff that he took is going to be just as irrelevant as you thought he was in the goddamn beginning. So, Exit Wounds by Luke James. Make sure you go check it out. He crooned his ass off on the song like Luke James typically does. But the song was just, it's like I said, it's a breakup / I'm already over you. You're already a wound that's about to be healed. Sometimes let these niggas be wounds.
Make sure you guys leave us a review on Apple Podcasts if you have an iPhone, Lord. Open the iTunes app. Open the podcast app. Search for Here For A Podcast. Click the reviews tab and click write a review. We're up to like 22 reviews. Of course, somebody said great things and I don't remember them because I'm intoxicated. But leave us a review so our show can grow, because Apple Podcasts is famous for helping people grow and things. But I've really noticed that, like, when Podcasts in Color give us a shout out, when other people who have popular podcasts give us a shout out, that those things really help us as well. But a little critical acclaim,
Well, and those things do help us, but we have hundreds of subscribers and you guys have the power. You guys are in different networks than even myself and Ronald Matters are in, and it's up to you to share what you hear on this podcast.
Y'all know versatile, so Martell's the top and I'm about him, so we're the versatile crowd at.
Yeah, share it with the versatile friends. You guys are the ones that can intersect all of these roads, intersect this yellow brick road into someone else's, and if you learned anything or able to grow anyway or heard anything funny or any tips on the podcast, make sure you share it with your friends so they can hear the same shit and learn the same shit or start a conversation somewhere else.
It sounds like you on bottom if somebody leave us a review. I just want to leave that where it is. What are you here for this week?
I am here for a story.
Oh, Lord.
And it's not about a man named Brady.
Oh.
This is about a young lady named Bridget. Bridget Freitas was a disturbingly drunk young lady at the University of Miami and Virginia Tech's football game this past weekend.
Oh.
And My co-host is laughing because she already knows the story. So if you have not heard this story or seen the video, make sure you go check out. If you Google Bridget Freitas, Freitas,
people were tweeting. They was like, so which person in the photo are you? And somebody's like, well, I'm the old black man. Like, well, girl, thank God it ain't me. And then somebody's like, well, I'm Rebecca. She like a school teacher. And she like, your teacher didn't teach you in school or something. I don't know. It was funny.
So if you have not read the story or saw the video, I will give you the gist and tell you why I'm here for it. This young lady was at the game. She had all of the beers that she could handle, probably like 4. And she decided she was going to show her natural white ass. And her natural white ass included getting put out of the game, 4 police officers having to come to her seat.
You said 4?
4. Having to come to her seat. One young white lady, 4 officers, having to come to her seat to take her and eject her from the game. She was being so belligerent that they had to put her on their shoulders to escort her out of the game. While she was being escorted out of the game, young Bridget decided she had had enough of this shit.
Not young Bridget.
She had had enough of the shenanigans, enough of this offense to her white privilege, and she delivered not 1, but 2 slaps to the tallest, the blackest, the baldest of all 4 of them. This police officer's name has not been released yet.
He barely able to not release his own name. He like, that bitch got me so fucked. I want to get on my Facebook.
So, once she delivered those 2 slaps, this young man decided that there's not enough privilege in this white bitch to be slapping me like this.
Sorry about it, Rebecca.
He hauled back with the spirit of the ancestors.
Hallelujah.
The strength of Malice Green.
My name is Kunta Kinte.
And punched this white bitch in her face. And knocked her ass clean the fuck out.
Ooh, what?
And so this being a story of things that happen on the opposite end of the spectrum is what I am fucking here for today. Bridget Freitas thought that her white privilege was going to get her ass ejected out of a game, and she was going to, just have to chill outside of the stadium until her friends got out of the game and throw up a little bit and maybe get a blanket and slap on the wrist. And you shouldn't do that. Bridget has been arrested and charged.
I want your business card.
She's been charged with 3 different counts.
I want to see the owner. Girl,
3 different misdemeanors, including assaulting the police officer, which she did do. But most importantly, she got these hands. She got 1 fucking hand and went to sleep after that. And I am absolutely here for it.
So I don't even know how to follow that up, but shout out to the Twitter handle @GiveBloodNHS. They are the official Twitter account for the Blood Service of England. I don't know where they posted the original post, but somewhere Give Blood NHS was telling people in England that they needed more black blood donors. So of course Rebecca, Jim, Susan, Bill,
not Bill Maher though, we like him. He can come to the cookout.
Richard, they got together and posted, oh my gosh, is there something special about black blood? We feel so left out. And we're white people. So I guess the millennial who is over the Give Blood NHS Twitter handle said, do black people have quote unquote special blood? Are we being racist? Is race a social construct? Let's break it down. And then they gave GIFs, they gave facts about that there's over 30 blood types. You can be A, B, O, positives, negatives, and all sorts of things. And of course, black people are more likely to have, I'm still reading the tweet. RO. Black people are more likely to have a rare subgroup called RO, 10 times more likely than a white person. So the official blood donation service of England isn't just out here being racist. There is a special subtype that only black people have. And I'm sorry, Jessica, you just don't possess it.
It's called black magic.
So
black magic. It's in your blood. It's in your cells. It's in your genes.
And I was especially surprised by all of the gifs of white people that they use, like Bill Nye the Science Guy. White people love Ellen. You know, it's just all these white people that white people love. And they use them as the gifs to educate white people on how, yeah, there is something special about black people's blood. And we need it. Because we are the official service. They need to give them blood when y'all just have to go shoot up in Manchester or go shoot up in London. These black people are going to need blood.
Sutherland, Las Vegas, Columbine.
Child, when y'all are acting up, they shouldn't have to suffer, and we should not be below capacity because of your white privilege. So sorry about it, Susan.
Sorry, not sorry.
Shout out to Give Blood NHS. And somebody tweeted, whoever is at NHS need to extend their contract or give them a promotion because clearly their spot on the marketing team is solidified at this point. Because that was the ultimate comeback. And I'm here for it.
Now, if we could just move them to the Dove marketing team, that would be real dope.
Or the Papa John's, the marketing team. I have lived for Papa John's sitting in Memphis, Tennessee. It was one block away from my house. I ordered Papa John's all of the time. And y'all hoes got me in Washington, D.C. ordering Domino's.
Thanks. It is time for our favorite part of the show.
No, this is your favorite part because you're an alcoholic. I'm a virgin.
Thank you. This is time for our last call.
All right, now.
We're going to take a shot and give you our last call of the evening. If you are a participating member, make sure that you take a shot with us. Press pause right now if you don't have your shot ready, because we're about to take a shot and give you our last call.
Oh, I live for this introduction. That was new. Shout out to Salsa Tequila. Woo. Is that how you pronounce it, Salsa?
Yeah, you didn't have to tell them that, though.
Does that mean it's cheap? I shouldn't have told him because it's cheap or something?
Yes.
Oh. Just not a pay week. Okay, I didn't know what to get. And I was like, tequila, this bottle cute.
My last call, again, is to the unnamed person, the unnamed rogue, the American patriot that took down Donald Trump's Twitter for 11 whole fucking minutes.
Hallelujah. You talking about giving a testimony game.
The world was safe.
He wouldn't leave me.
For 11 whole minutes.
Hallelujah.
And young man, we know it's a young man, that's all we know. It was his last day. And upon leaving, he wanted to make sure that he did one last service to the country. And he disabled Donald Trump's Twitter for 11 whole fucking minutes.
Fucking man. I mean, amen.
And so we know that it's possible.
Amen.
We know that our God works in mysterious ways, and he works through mysterious people sometimes. And this is only a slight look at the power that Twitter has. Mm-hmm. Twitter, if you could just hire a couple more people like this patriot so we can get this shit shut down for the rest of his presidency, the world will owe you a debt of gratitude. And you are my last call this evening. Unknown patriot from Twitter.
I have a few last calls right now.
You gonna take a few shots? Oh, okay.
Shout out to David and Tredarius. Tredarius passed recently, and I just don't have the words. Shout out to the Memphis couple, who broke the internet and changed things. And
they were the youngest gay people to get married when they got married.
And shout out to Beyonce for her 4 Lil' Kim looks. She gets my last call again. I know we discussed it already. But and also shout out to the 12.6 million Australians who voted in the mail-in vote. Australia was like, sis, we don't need to do this mail-in vote, especially because it's non-binding. It's going to cost us anywhere between $112 million to $225 million to mail out all of these questions to ask Australian citizens, do they believe in gay marriage? So their version of the Republican Party was like, we need to send these out. I bet you if we mail all these things out, they gonna come back with Australians do not want same-sex marriage. So just so y'all know, today was the last day to vote. Mail your little ballots back. And preliminary numbers are saying that, girl, the Republicans are dumb. We do want this. We don't know who is holding up progress. But can y'all go and fix this? Please, marriage equality for Australia. Thanks. And when the final numbers come in, rumor has it the Australian president, or whatever their version of the president is, could have it in law and signed and things by Christmas. So shout out to Australia bringing in 2019 with marriage equality.
2018, you try to
oh,
skip a whole year.
I'm trying to get Donald Trump out the office, okay? I'm trying to come back to America and just like, woo, how much longer we got left?
Send Bob Mueller a message.
I had to deal with that. So shout out to Australia. It seems like they might have marriage equality by New Year, and they are early in the New Year celebrations, and we kind of on the last end of it.
So that means I can marry Chris Hemsworth or Hugh Jackman.
Oh, Thor was so good. Thor Ragnarok was so good, and I was watching
so good.
All the videos on YouTube, like Easter eggs and Thor Ragnarok and things that are coming up in the universe. I don't know if it's Marvel or DC because
it's Marvel.
And so something about the Marvel universe has garnered like so many billions of dollars.
$13 billion.
I was like, oh my God, that is a lot of money.
Indeed.
Shout out to Pat LaBelle. She could cook.
Her season.
I was about that time.
Her season is coming up.
It's time for the Walmart to come out with the pies.
He coming in a Honda. Before we conclude, I want to make sure we already highlighted Tredarius Anderson. But it's extremely important that we say the names of our fallen brothers.
Amen.
We lost Tredarius Anderson this week. We lost Giovanni Melton. He was the young man that was killed by his father.
Dumb. He would rather have a dead son than a gay son. Sir, your son is 14 years old. Yes, he's looking at sexuality. That doesn't mean, one, I hate when they say just a phase, but child, you don't know what's going on with that man, and you acted like a child in your actions. That is so dumb.
We owe it to ourselves to be positive members of our community and to stand up to these Hotep members that feel like masculinity must triumph over homosexuality. Be a positive member in your community. Stand up to those people and tell them how wrong they are all the time, because when we don't, then people like Giovanni Melton die.
Or be friends with their girlfriend. And then they're always like, why you don't like Ronald? He's so much fun. Then he end up looking dumb.
And also, we want to make sure we mention Quentin T. Thomas. He's a friend of mine that's been missing. He went missing in New York on October 24th. His family and friends still have not found him. We have not heard any word. No one knows where he is. He's been missing. There's been a missing persons report filed for him. But if you have any information on Quentin T. Thomas in New York, he's from North Carolina. Make sure that you report that to the proper authorities. Again, he's one of our own. If you know anything, please report it as soon as possible.
Well, send it to us in a DM. We won't snitch on who you are on if you ask us not to. But it's so important that we get the information that we need.
Because again, it could be any one of us.
It could be any one of us.
Tredarius could have been any one of us. Giovanni could have been any one of us. Quentin could have been any one of us. So before we just cast those things aside, make sure that you would want people to do those type of things for you if you were missing or if you were gone. For people to at least say your name one last time, or for people to be looking for you if you were missing. So definitely want to make sure that we spoke their names, and if you know any information on Quentin T. Thomas, please report it to the proper authorities.
Thank you for listening to Here For a Podcast. I'm at Ronald Matters.
I am the Superman, TheeSupaman.
And we'll see you next week. It might be early or it might be late. This is your warning. Bye.
Bye.